Welcome everyone, it's Shari Carroll for SimonsSaysStamp.com, and I have a super fun card I'm creating today in the shape of a box. I am starting off with a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, so I've cut that in half. I've also cut off a 1/4 inch off of the side on the left, and then I've made some score lines. So 1/4 inch off the left. From there I score to 3.5 inches to create a fold. And from there, I scored 1/2 inch from that side, and that creates another fold. From that fold, I move over and I score another 3.5 inches, which leaves me with 3/4 inches left, so I will score another 1/2 inch to leave a 1/4 inch fold over. Looking at it from the top, here is how it will look. So I have that little edge on the back side, which I'll glue down when I'm all done. And this also folds flat so you can send it in a regular envelope, but make sure that all your score lines are nice and square. And not to worry, I have created a guide for you that you can print this off. If you visit our blog, it will have the link to a downloadable PDF for you to print out. I'll be die cutting a circle window, and this is a 3.5 inch nested die from Simon Says Stamp, and I'm just taping this down in place, and then I can run it through my die cut machine. Once I have that die cut, I am placing my stamp in my MISTI, and I will close the window so I can see that my grandma is going to sit right inside that window, and then I can stamp her with some Simon Says Stamp Intense Black ink so I can color her in with my Copic markers. I'll do all my coloring next before I glue this together, and I am going to speed this up a bit for you. The next thing I've done for this card is stamped the little iron on the outside of the circle and also another piece onto some scrap paper. I've colored it with Copic markers and I'm adding a little bit of foam tape just at that iron piece so the cord kind of wiggles out from underneath. I'm ready to do my assembly and I have that last final 1/4 inch fold at the left and I'm placing that edge right up to that fold. If you pull it back, you won't get the effect, so make sure that that butts right up to that little 1/4 inch piece. I'll be using my Simon's Stamp Craft Tacky Glue for this. It gives me a really great hold, and I do have the fine line applicator tip on this so I get a nice bead of glue. So I'll just be adding glue only to that 1/4 inch fold. Then I can fold that piece over and press it down with my fingers until that glue has a chance to grip. For this card, I would put my message on the back, but I want to cover up where my Copic markers have bled through the paper. I have cut an additional piece of cardstock measuring 3 1/4 inches by 5 1/2, and I'm just adding some adhesive to the back side of that. Then I can add it right up to the fold and it sits right next to that 1/4 inch piece that's folded over. To finish my card off, I have white embossed my message onto a strip of Audrey blue cardstock and I'm adding a little bit of regular adhesive to this. You could also use foam tape if you wanted to. And I will be placing this right up to the edge of that front right fold. I don't want to glue anything around the side because it might interfere with how the box will sit squarely. So here's how my adorable ironing board surfing grandma looks inside that circle of the box card. I hope I've given you some inspiration in trying a little bit different type of card using your dies and scoring and some really fun stamps. Remember to check out the links below in the description box, and that will lead you to that printable PDF of the instructions for the box card. And as always, thanks so much for watching.